This is a bold prediction by Liberal Dan Radio, Talk from the Left. That's right. Because the Supreme Court said in its ruling that agreed with the Trump administration, at least in part, to not have the TRO against its actions. The Supreme Court actually did say that each person who is going to be deported needs to be given notice of said deportation and enough time to file a writ of habeas corpus. And the Supreme Court ruling did say that habeas corpus petitions are not just for citizens, that they are for legal residents as well. They are for anybody who are here in this country. So, what's my prediction here? Is that Article 1, Section 9, Clause 2 states of the Constitution, the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless, when in cases of rebellion or invasion, the public safety may require it. So my prediction here is that if the courts now say, hey, we do not allow you to just deport these people all willy-nilly, they have the right to be given written notice, and they have the right to file a petition of habeas corpus. He's going to go Abraham Lincoln on their asses and say, well, we're being invaded, and since we're being invaded, the Constitution allows us to suspend the writ of habeas corpus. And then, what's the Supreme Court going to do at that point? Are they going to come back around and say, no, you're going to force them to then challenge whether or not we are really in an invasion, and as such, then are they going to throw out any other temporary restraining orders once they do that? Because I have no doubt in my mind that this is what they're going to do, that they're going to then suspend the writ of habeas corpus if the courts then say, well, you have to allow them to file for the writs of habeas corpus. So that's my bold prediction. What do you think? Agree, disagree? Leave your comments down below. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe to the channel. And also let me know that if he does do that, come back to this video if he does do that and either say, hey, Liberal Dan was right on this issue, or, tell me why you're still supporting him if you thought that he wouldn't do it and you still support him after he did it. Because I want to hear it. Because the ability to make excuses are getting thin for this president right now.